Hi friends, welcome back to Cubicle Talks with Avik. Hope every one of you is doing great and welcome once again back to the channel. I've been getting, many messages through my DMs that your interview really went well, but in spite of that, you did not get any call from the recruiter, nor you got any kind of email from, the recruiter itself. So what can be the issue? So I'm not going to discuss the stereotype reasons that why you did not get a call back from the recruiter, but I'm going to state some one or two unique situations or unique reasons which the HR will not tell you in terms of why you did not get to the call. So without wasting any more time, let's get back to the topic. So yes, so have you ever seen that, or have you ever faced this situation that even after giving a very good interview, the feedback was really great during the interview, still you did not get a call from the recruiter even after following up? And I'm going to discuss how to do the follow-up in the end of the video, so stick to this. Yeah, so getting back to this, so if you see that you did not get a call from the recruiter, there can be one or two unique or uncommon reason. Number one, you have given the interview, it was like as smooth as butter, okay, but the management has already decided that they are going to offer this position to some referred candidates or to some internal candidate. Okay, they are just taking this interview for the sake of it. I won't say it's unethical, but it's part of the process that some of the positions demand that you should also take interviews externally and close that position. So for the sake of maintaining the formality, they take the interview, they line up the external candidates, they take the interviews, and they'll just say that the HR will get back to you if everything goes well, but you don't get a call. This is really because there is already a candidate in the eye of the management or the recruiter who's been referred by some senior employee, and he or she is going to take that position. That's all. So in this case, don't get disheartened. HR, first of all, the HR will not disclose this point, because who would want to disclose this point? Me being an HR, and I have an experience of so many years of experience, I thought I'll disclose this point so that you don't get disheartened even after you've given a very good interview. Don't get discouraged or don't get demotivated. This is the part and parcel of the interview process. So this is one of the point. Number 2 point is the cultural fitment. Even after you have given a very good interview, the hiring manager thinks that you will not fit into the culture because maybe you are too old, maybe you are 30 plus and the team is full of early 20s employee. So the perception of the general perception of the hiring manager would be he or she will not culturally fit into the team because he is very matured, he is overly qualified, and he is very intellectual. So there will be a constant clash with the existing employees, and nobody would want that. The hiring managers would love to hire this kind of candidates, but thinking about the after effects in terms of the team conflicts, the team conflicts, I would say, and difference of opinions during any activities within the team, the hiring managers will always choose peace over all these things. Okay, so that's a very good or a unique example of why you don't get selected even after you give a superb round of interviews. Okay, another reason for you not getting selected even after giving a very good interview is that you might be very good at your work. Okay, the hiring manager thinks you are superb in terms of the interview you have given, the answers you have given to the questions asked, and you were flawless. But the hiring manager has a little, nothing to give you an offer in terms of there's hardly any work aligned to this position, and this position can be in future can be closed, or in terms of laying off the employee. Okay, the hiring manager will not want you to join this company in this position because the future is not that bright. You might be asked to leave at any point of time because there are turmoils going on amongst the management. The company is not really doing good, or the higher management is pressurizing the local management or the hiring managers and the skip levels to close certain amount of positions. So really, a good manager will not want anybody's career to be at stake in terms of hiring you and then asking you to leave. We have seen so many instances wherein employees have left good jobs. They were in a stable positions in their company. They were doing such a good work. Their futures were bright, but still they switched. They switched their jobs and they joined a new organization. And after a month or two, they were asked to leave. So I would say that good managers will not want this kind of situation to happen, because ultimately the hiring manager is answerable. Okay, maybe he's not answerable process wise, maybe he's not answerable in terms of the management, because whenever you sign an offer letter, appointment letter, there's a clause saying that the employee might terminate you at any point of time. Okay, that particular type of clause, but his or her ethics won't allow him or her to hire you and then ask you to leave. Okay, so that's another reason why the HR will not, or the recruiter will not, tell you why you did not get hired. So don't get demotivated, guys. This happens. This is really common scenario. 2-3 reasons why you did not get selected. Don't think that you're not capable enough. The last and not the least reason I would say the company will not, or any recruiters will not disclose this to the candidates is they have while interviewing, the hiring manager have noticed some kind of body language which the hiring manager thinks that this is a kind of red flag in terms of being too confident, or being little bit, I would say what do you call that, little bit being too your ego comes in terms of whenever you have been asked any situational based questions and you've answered, and the hiring manager thinks that he is a guy who has a certain kind of egos, so that he can be a potential conflictor in my team. Okay, because not all the teams, I would say, is a peaceful team, I would say. Okay, बहुत सारे teams में ऐसा होता है कि there are conflicts among the team members, and he would not want another aggressive team member in his team or her team. That can be a reason. Another reason is you are too overconfident in terms of you have answered. Okay, whatever you answered are flawless, but you are too overconfident, and the manager or the hiring manager, I would say, he or she will feel little bit insecure in terms of यार ये तो मुझे ही क्वेश्चन कर देगा बाद में, तो मुझे ऐसा बंदा नहीं चाहिए जो मुझे क्वेश्चन करे. I'm talking about those weak hiring managers or the new hiring managers who would want everything to be flawless and peaceful. Okay, they would think that ये तो मुझे ही क्वेश्चन करेगा बाद में, because he's answering everything so overconfidently and he is asking me questions, too many questions, and in terms of question marks. So better I'll stay away from this candidate and hire someone else. So these are the 3 or 4 reasons why, in spite of you giving a very good interview, you have not got selected. But don't get disheartened. This is a part and parcel of the entire interview process. And if you don't get a call from the interview, yes, this was the I've got around 30 to 40 comments on my channel that even how do I follow up. So just wait. First step is that wait for 3 to 4 days after you have given an interview. The next day, after the 3rd day, you draft a email that thank you for giving me an opportunity and I could give this interview and the blah blah. You can take the help of Chat GPT and you can draft a email. Now life is so easy in terms of you have so many facilities in terms of Chat GPTs. काश हम लोग के पास भी ये चीज़ होता when we were juniors as well. But anyways, so you can send an email to them as a follow-up. If you see that you didn't get a follow-up even after a week's time, you didn't get a call or you didn't get an email, just stick to it, forget it. Go for another interviews if you're looking for a job very desperately. Give other interviews. No worries. Life does not stop here. Call अगर आ गया तो अच्छी बात है, अगर नहीं आया तो just move on. So hope you have liked this video, and please like and subscribe to Cubicle Talks with Avik, and I'll see you soon with the next video next week. Till then, goodbye and take care.